Well, good morning. This is the George Adventure here. I had a subscriber ask me about doing a video on this mini trapper. So this mini trapper is the very first case knife that I bought for myself, and I was early 20s, probably 21, 22. This is a 1982 trapper. It's a mini trapper. It's got 8 dots. I carried it for a long time. You can't even see any of the jigging left on the bone. It's brown bone. It's got the oval shield. Like I said, definitely pocket worn. It's a pocket worn mini trapper. I had this thing, carried it in my pocket for years, and it actually was my second pocket knife, I guess you would say, as far as a carrying knife. And I bought some before that, and they were like Parker Frost, just to collect, and I still have those. But as far as a everyday carry knife, now before this one, I had an old timer that my daddy had bought me, and I don't know if you can see, there's a scar right here. Well, there's one here, that was surgery, but there's one here. So when my daddy bought me that, he bought me that sod buster. I'm not sod buster, but he bought me that old timer 3-bladed jackknife, and he bought it in Florida. We were down there. We were in Jacksonville, and he bought one. He bought it, and I was probably 12 years old, maybe. So we get home with it, and the very first time I took it out of my pocket, he told me to be careful, blah, blah, blah. So I was opening a little thing of those. I don't know if y'all know what they are, but the little peep, like marshmallow chick things you have at Easter. I was opening a little thing of those, and it slipped, and I stuck myself in the wrist right there. So he took the knife away from me. So I went a little while, finally got it back. So I carried it for a while, and I was working on a job, and one of my co-workers wanted to use it to skin some wire with, so I handed it to him. So we get back at the headquarters, and I said, "Hey man, where's my knife?" So he looked in his pocket and all, and he said, "Man, I must have left it laying somewhere." So that was the end of that knife. So I guess I probably bought this, I guess if I think about it, probably in 1983. And I bought it at a hardware store. I'm not going to advertise them, but they're still in business. I bought it from an old hardware store in Georgia. So he had some knives, some case knives. He actually had a Moby Dick knife in a display, and that knife, I always wanted that knife. So my wife, she surprised me with that knife a few years ago. She bought it off eBay, and I still have it. Good, beautiful knife. But so get back to the mini trapper. So this mini trapper, I bought this, and I just started carrying it, and it stayed in my pocket, hunting, fishing, work, but I didn't let anybody have it. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I looked on eBay this morning, and I saw one for $55, and just like this one, same color, brown bone. It's got the clip blade. You can barely see it, but it's got mini trapper right there. And if you'll notice, the only problem I've ever had with this knife is the blade has a little play in it. But I'll put a piece of leather over it, and I take a mallet like this and just tap it, and it'll tighten up. But I quit carrying it. I just put it back. I'm gonna give it to my grandson one day. I carry a sod buster now in my pocket, and I carry a big trapper on my side in a holster, or this Remington knife I just got off eBay. But I look on eBay and see what these things are worth. You can see it's got the oval case. I don't know if you can see. It's got the. Let me get a pencil here, and I'll point this out to you. But it's got the lightning bolt stainless steel right here. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but it's got the lightning bolt. It's got 8 dots. It's got USA with a lightning bolt S. All the S's are lightning bolt. I guess you can see it on the clip point. So, second blade, I'll call it a skinning blade. That's not the actual technical name for it, but I'll call it a skinning blade. And you can tell it's been used. I've actually cleaned some fish with this thing before. It's stainless steel, and you can see the numbers. You can see the model number right here. And it's got SP, SSP. Then it's got, it is a stainless steel knife, but it's not a polished. It's not a polished. It's more of a satin finish on this knife. They made some of the mini trappers like that back in the 80s, but it's a good carry size knife if you don't want a big trapper. It's a good carry knife, and I've got a big trapper right here, so you can see the size difference here. That's the big trapper, mini trapper. So you can see the size. It's the big trapper. I mean, it's a lot bigger knife. But honestly, it's a good, outdoor knife if you want something to skin. If you want something to skin with, to skin a deer with, which I have with a big trapper. You can see, I'm gonna line the blades up like they're supposed to be, so you can see the difference. So there you go. You can see the difference. Quite a bit of difference. This one's 4.5. This one's 4.5 inches closed, if I'm not mistaken. The large trapper, the standard trapper, whatever. Oops, let me flip this around here. Yeah, it's right at 4.5. Well, let's see, it's right at, sorry about this, but well, it's actually about 4 1/8. And then the mini trapper, is, let's see, got my trusty metal. So the mini trapper's 3.5. The big trapper is 4 1/4. Mini trapper is 3.5 closed. So let's see the blade length. Clip blade is let me flip this thing around again. Clip blade cutting edge is about 2 3/8. Well, actually, about 2 1/4. That's the cutting edge. That's this part from here out. The total blade length would be about 2 3/4. So, and the full size trapper, the big trapper, cutting length is, let's see, it's 3 inches long, according to this. It's 3 inches long. The total length of the blade is about 3 3/8. Spade blade, or as I call it, the skinning blade, on the big trapper is, let's see, the full length of it is about 3 1/4. The cutting length is 3 inches. So both of those blades are the same. So spade blade on the mini trapper should be the same as the clip blade. It's the full length of it is about 3 inches. The cutting edge is about 2 3/8. So, you know, you see the size difference here. Good bit of difference. Good hefty knife. You can see on as far as your fingers on the full size trapper, I can get 4 full fingers, and I wear a 13 half ring. And you can see on the mini trapper, yeah, I can get 4 fingers on it, you know, but it's you know, it's a good bit smaller, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great size, and they have some beautiful, oops, sorry about that. They have some beautiful, if you look on eBay or look on Case or Smoky Mountain Knife Works or wherever, any of your, you know, Blade HQ, Knife Center, a lot of knife places, they have some beautiful bone patterns or bone covers for the mini trapper. I think they have, let's see, I'm trying to think, in the black and red micarta they may have a mini trapper, and I think in the black and green they may have a mini trapper. So, and they have it, I think they have one in the G10. So there's other options out there if you don't want a bone. I just bought me a few months ago a green micarta trapper, and I love micarta. This is a micarta on the SE3. I like it. It fits good. It feels good. It holds up. You know, I like G10 too. So, but you know, if you want a nice little knife to carry in your pocket that you can use, I mean, you're not going to do heavy duty things with it. But like I said, I've cleaned trout with this knife, and I've actually got a picture of me with a trout holding this knife upstairs. Caught it in Rock Creek up in the mountains of Georgia, North Georgia mountains. But, you know, keep it sharp. Stainless steel, you know, just keep a little oil on it. But you can take this and you can, you know, a trout, you know, average trout size up there is like this. You know, you can catch big ones, but good eating size. And I've used this to clean them with. So it's a good, you know, it's a good EDC. You know, it's not heavy duty. It's not a big heavy duty knife like the big trapper. You know, so you know, that's it's got its limits. But you know, all knives do. It's got its limits. This SE3 has its limits. I'm not going to chop wood with it. I'll baton with it, but I'm not going to chop wood. I'm going to use it as a camp knife, bushcraft knife. Excellent skinning knife. But so the mini trapper, this old mini trapper I've had since I was, I guess, 22, 23 years old. I retired it, and it hadn't been that long. Probably, I probably retired it about 10 years ago. Like I said, it's because the blade got the blade got loose. See if you can see that. You can see it wiggle a little bit, but it's been used, you know, and I can tighten it up with a little tap of a nylon hammer. But if you're interested in a good small everyday carry trapper, you can just drop down in your pocket. This is it, and you're gonna get some more wear on it. You're gonna rub the jimping off, or not the jimping, but you're gonna make the bone smooth here. See how smooth it is? It didn't come that way. The jigging's just about gone. You can see a little bit right here, but it's just about gone, because like I said, in and out of the pocket with your change and whatever else you carry in your pocket, it's just gonna make the bone smooth. So anyway, brown bone mini trapper, great little knife, great EDC knife, slide down your pocket, traditional slip joint, and it's held up good except for the loose blade, but like I said, that's fixable. Great knife. So try one, man. They got them, they got them on eBay or wherever you want to get one. They got some beautiful bone and some synthetic type handles. So God bless you, man. If you enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you would leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the bell, and I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I don't do just knife videos. I do other things, but I do enjoy knife videos. So anyway, God bless. Have a great day.